Today I have here a set of 3D printed leather pricking irons that I will be trying out. In a previous video I showed how you can print your own leathercraft tools, but today I'm taking a step further with the most important leather stitching tool. I have designed this set to be the same spacing as these Sinabroks irons, so we can see how they fare in a head-to-head when pricking holes. I will also be doing some test stitching for further comparison, then finally a durability test to see how well they hold up when using them. To test how well the 3D printed irons worked when marking the holes on leather, I set up a test with some veg tan leather. After marking in a stitching line, I punched in the pricking holes first with the printed irons, and then repeated the same process using the Sinabroks pricking irons, just marking the surface of the leather. This is how the two leather samples turned out after marking the holes with the two pricking irons. The printed irons are on the left and the Sinabroks are on the right. Both sets of pricking holes look very similar and are difficult to distinguish from each other. The Sinabroks irons do leave a clearer mark. However, the mark that the printed irons leave can still be used with an awl. For this comparison, I didn't punch all the way through the leather with the Sinabroks irons to make the comparison even. Punching all the way through leather with modern pricking irons means you do not need to use an awl for stitching, like I will be doing in the next step. The real test comes when I start the stitching comparison. In both samples, I only mark the stitching holes to the top layer of the leather, so I'm going to pass an awl through all the holes before I start stitching, as I don't like holding an awl while saddle stitching. The stitching method here I'm using is the saddle stitching method I always use for my projects, which I have already made a few videos about. This method gets me really clean, slanted stitches on the back side of a leather project, which is where most people tend to struggle. After that, I can clip the excess thread and hammer down the stitches on both samples flat. These are the two leather samples prepared using the same method. After using an awl for both samples and stitching them with the same saddle stitching method, there is virtually no difference. The minor variations in the stitches are due to the way that I used the awl, which was not always perfect. The design of these 3D printed irons are a closer match to the vintage style pricking irons with thick prongs that are only designed to mark in the stitching holes to the top surface of leather. This is different to the modern style of pricking irons like this Sinabroks with thin prongs that can easily punch all the way through thick leather. The shape and thickness of these prongs are able to compensate for the weaker printed material, but it will never be able to punch holes through leather. A standard bifold wallet has a combined total of 1 meter of stitching, so I made a simple durability test based on this. I was able to complete the 1 meter worth of stitching holes with this 10-prong printed irons fairly successfully. This is the completed 1 meter durability test. There is no noticeable deterioration of the hole clarity over the 1 meter of test holes. However, the printed irons are showing some rounding, so this is probably the limit for these particular irons. For these printed irons, I used a PLA Plus filament, which is easy to print with and a bit more durable than regular PLA, but it does not have enough strength to make thin prongs capable of punching clean holes through leather. There are some much tougher filaments based on nylon, which could be used to create some stronger pricking irons. I think it may be possible to design and print a Japanese-style pricking iron, as their prongs have a larger cross-sectional area, which would be better able to completely punch through leather using a stronger material. In terms of pricing, this 3D printed iron set costed around 20 cents in materials, compared with $200 for the Sinabroks set. This is a huge difference, considering both of them can be used to create very similar looking saddle stitching. So where might a 3D printed pricking iron fit into leathercraft? I can see it as a cheap and simple way to be able to make pricking irons for testing purposes, for an iron spacing that you do not already own. It could also be very useful for making a small batch of leather goods for a stitching spacing that you do not want to purchase a new set for. Or, if you do not do much hand stitching at all, then it could completely replace the need to buy an expensive set of pricking irons. I have uploaded the designs for these pricking irons on Thingiverse with a link in the video description. By applying a scaling factor to the model before printing, there is no reason you couldn't print a full set of pricking irons from 2mm all the way up to 5mm. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already, as I have many more videos like this coming soon. Thank you for watching and see you next time.